Hello everyone. Today let us know about the project Food Order Online. So first let us extract the zipped file. So we can see that the file is extracted, and inside the file we have got 4 other zipped files. So let us extract the source code and database backup among the zipped files. So these two are required for the demonstration. The source code contains all the PHP files which are required for the execution of the project, and database backup contains the database. Now let us copy the source code file and let us paste this in C drive in the htdocs folder. So let us paste this here. So once it is done, we can find all the PHP files in this folder. Now let us open XAMPP control panel and let us start Apache and MySQL server. So these two servers are required to execute any PHP MySQL project. Now copy the name of the folder source code and we have to paste this in the browser. Open the browser. In the browser type localhost / and paste the name of the folder what we have copied. So this will open the project, but we have not imported the database. To import the database we have to create the new tab, and in the new tab type localhost / php myadmin. So this will open the MySQL server, and by clicking on databases we can create the new database. Here we have to type the name of the database, but here we have to type the name of the database what we have in the database backup file. Once the database is created, we have to import the tables here. So click on choose file, and in the Food Order Online folder in the database backup we can find the SQL file. Once the file is loaded, click on go. So this will take some time. Remember, the name of the database and the name of the file must be same. So we can see that it is imported and there are 10 tables in the database Foodbyte. So now let us refresh the project. So this is the web application which is used for the food order online, that is to order the food online. Here the customers must register and they can view the various restaurants and they can order the food from various restaurants, and the restaurants also can register and they can add the food specialties of their hotels, and admin and the employees will manage all the activities of the web page. Now let us log in as the admin. The admin must log in using the login ID and the password. The default login ID and password of the admin is admin. Once the admin logs in, the dashboard is available. Here the admin can view the total number of records present in each of the tables. The admin has got various menus, various panels, that is admin can add the category and view the category. Admin can add the cities and view the cities. Admin can add the item and view item, add location, view location, add employee, view employee, add offer, view offer. These are the different menus available for the admin, and in the report admin can view the reports of each of the transactions. In the add city, admin can add the city, but we can see that to add the city admin must select the location. So first let us add the location. So in the location admin must mention the location name, the description about the location, and the city must be selected as active. Once the location is added, this can be viewed under view location, and in add city admin can add the city by selecting the location. Once the location is selected, city name and the description must be entered and the status must be selected as active. The added cities can be viewed under View City. Admin also has the right to edit or delete the city records. Under Employee in Add Employee, here the admin can add the various employees who work for the company. The employee's name and in which location the employee is working, and the login ID and password of the employee and the confirm password of the employee must be entered, and the employee type must be selected and status must be selected as active. Once the employee is added, they can be viewed under View Employee. The admin has the action to edit or delete these employee records. So if the employee leaves the job, then their record can be deleted by the admin. Under Restaurant in Add Restaurant, here the admin can add the restaurants by entering the name, and then the login ID and the password must be given to the restaurant, and the confirm password must be entered. The location must be selected and the restaurant type, whether it is a vegetarian, non-vegetarian or both, and the image of the restaurant must be selected, and the description about the restaurant. So in the description the address can be given or the specialty of the restaurant can be given. Then the status must be selected as active. Once the restaurant is added, this can be viewed under View Restaurants. The restaurants can also register by themselves or the admin can add them. There is an action for the admin to edit or delete the restaurant records. Under Category in Add Category, here the different category of food must be entered by the admin. Based on that, the restaurants can add their food items. To add the category, the name of the category, description about the category and the related image about the category must be added and the status must be selected as active. So once the category is added, this can be viewed under View Category, and in the item the admin can add the different items by selecting different restaurants, but we have already added the restaurant, so adding the item, let us view in the restaurant panel. Under Offer, the admin can add the different offer details so that it will attract the customers to visit their web page and make the food orders. The offer title must be selected and the offer code also must be entered. Then the start date and end date, that is on which date this offer will be started, which means which will be valid from which date to which date, that is the start date of the offer and ending date of the offer must be selected by the admin, and the status must be selected as active. So once the offer record is added, this can be viewed under View Offers. So here the admin can delete the offer details once it is expired, or they can also make changes. They can extend the offer. So now let us log out from the admin. Now let us log in as the restaurant. So we have already added the restaurant in the admin panel. Now let us see how the restaurant registration works. Let us not make any entry here. We will just see the fields what are present. So the restaurant name, restaurant login ID, customer or the restaurant members must make the registration here. If not, they can inform the admin and the admin will only add the restaurants. Then the login ID will be given to the restaurant staff. The restaurant must log in using the login ID and password, and they can also view the dashboard where they can view the total number of records present in the database. In the profile, they can update their profile. The restaurant can update their profile, and in the change password, restaurant can make changes to their password details. Under item in add item. So here the restaurant can add the items by selecting the category. The category will be added by the admin, and the food type must be selected here, whether it is general, breakfast, lunch or dinner. Then the name of the item must be added. The item which is available in their particular hotel or in their particular restaurant must be added here. And item cost, what is the cost of that particular item? Then the image, how does that item looks like? And the description about the item, the more detail about the item, and the type of the item, whether it is vegetarian, non-vegetarian or both. And the status must be selected as active. So once the item is added, this can be viewed under view item. The restaurant can edit these details as well as they can delete the item details. The food order, daily order, view income report. So this we will see once we add the customer. So now let us log out from the restaurant and let us register as the customer. So the customer must select their location, and then by clicking on register, the register form is available where the customer must fill their details and they must make the registration. Here the customer must mention their name, their email ID, the password, and the confirm password must be entered here. And the contact number must be entered. So here the contact number must contain 10 digits, and the passwords must be greater than 6. So once by clicking on click here to register, the customer will be registered successfully and they can log in by entering the login ID, that is the email ID and the password. So what they have provided at the time of registration, that must be added here. So this is the dashboard or the portals available for the customer. In the update profile, the customer can update their profile details, that is they can update their address and their locations, so that it is helpful for the company to deliver the order. So here the location, and the city must be selected. And clicking on submit, the customer's profile will be updated. Anytime they can make changes to their profile. And in the change password, the customer can make changes to their password by entering the email ID. The message will be sent to the email ID and they can recover their password here. In my orders and daily orders, here the customer has not made any order. So first let us make the order. In the regular orders, we can see that there are no orders, that is the customer has not made the order yet. The customer can view the different veg hotels or veg restaurants, non-veg restaurants as well as veg and non-veg restaurants, and they can select the hotel or they can select the restaurant and they can view the details of the restaurant, and also they can view the various items that are available in the restaurant. By clicking on the item, they can order that item, and they must mention on clicking on add to cart, the item will be added to cart. They can select any number of items here, there is no limitation. So once the item is added, it will be available to view in cart. By clicking on confirm order, the customer must make the payment. The payment type must be selected, that is, and the card holder name must be entered and the card number must be entered. And the CVV number must be entered and expiry date of the card must be selected. Then the delivery address. So here the delivery address can be changed, and what is the delivery date and what is the delivery time also must be selected. By clicking on make payment, the payment will be made for the order and the order receipt also is available, where the order status is ordered and paid, that is payment has been made. This receipt can be printed by the customer. In the daily order here, the customer has the option to make a daily order and they must mention at what time they need what particular food, and here also they can view the various hotels, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, as well as the hotels which provide both veg as well as non-veg. Then the restaurant must be selected and the various items can be viewed, and by clicking on add to daily order chart, the item will be added to the cart. And here the customer must view the view daily order chart, and here the item can be viewed, and here the customer must set, that is on which of the days he needs the product or he needs this item. So on which date and at what time the product must be delivered to the customer must be selected by the customer. So for one whole month they can select what are the different items they need on different times, and this will be provided on time by the restaurants and by the company. So for each of the days when the customer wants the product, when the customer wants this particular food, they must set the time and date. So we can see that the customer has set for 5 days, and in make payment, the payment will be summed up for all the days selected by the customer, and the payment type must be selected and card holder's name and the card holder number, the card number must be selected and CVV number must be entered and the expiry date must be selected. By clicking on make payment, the payment for the daily order will be done, and now we can see that for each day different bill will be generated, and we can see that order status is pending. In the daily orders, now we can see that for each order different receipt is generated. In the regular orders, we can see that the order status is pending. So now let us log out from the customer. Now let us log in as the restaurant to which the customer has made his order. The restaurant must enter the login ID and password which they have provided at the time of registration or which is provided to them by the admin. Now in the food order, here In the daily food order, the restaurant can view the order from the different customers, and by clicking on process, the daily food order will be processed, and we can see this is the food order, that is a regular food order, and the order status is paid. By clicking on process, the order status will be updated, and now we can see that for the first item the order status is processing, and let us process the next item also, and for both the food items, the order status is processing. Now let us open a new incognito window, and let us open the project here. Here let us log in as the customer so that we can see the changes that happen in the customer window as well as in the restaurant window. The customer must log in by mentioning their login ID and the password. And now in the daily orders, the customer can view that their order is processing. Only the one order is processed and the other is not processed, because each day the order will process. The regular orders, we can see that the regular order is processing, and the cost and the payment type and all the details can be viewed here. In the restaurant window, we can see that there is an action, that is pack, and now the order status is packed. Let us pack the order of both the items. Now we can see that both the order status is packed, which means the restaurant has packed the order. Anymore the company, that is the food order online employees, must visit the restaurant and collect the item. Now in the daily order also, we can see that the order is paid and each day it will be delivered. And in the earnings report, here the various payment made by various customers can be viewed by the restaurant. In the customers window, now we can see that. Now let us refresh the customers window, and now we can see the status is packed, which means the restaurant has kept ready the order. In the daily orders also, we can see that the first order receipt can be viewed here, and the order status is packed. Now let us log out from the customer, and also let us log out from the restaurant. Now let us log in as the admin. So we have seen that the restaurant has packed the order of the customer. Now the admin must assign the employee to deliver the order from the restaurant to the customer. The admin must log in using the login ID and the password. Once the admin logs in, the dashboard is available here. And in the daily order report, the admin can view the daily orders made by various customers in various restaurants, and the order status also can be viewed by the admin. So now we can view here the recent order made by us as the customer. And we can also view that the first day order is processed. And in the bill also can be viewed, that is first day order bill can be viewed here by the admin. And in the regular order report, the regular orders made by the customers can be viewed, and by clicking on view, the order status can be viewed. And in the dashboard, the admin can view the various reports, that is food order payment report that we already saw. And once the customer makes the payment, the admin must assign the employee to deliver the order of the customer. So we can see this is the daily orders. So there is no option to assign the employee. So in this we can see here for the regular order, the order status is packed, therefore assign delivery boy menu is available, and from that, from the list of employees, the admin must select the employee to deliver the order of the customer. So once the delivery is or delivery boy is assigned, then the order can be tracked, as well as the order status also can be updated. And let us open a new incognito window and open the project in that, and here let us log in as the customer. So we can see the updates of the customer window as well as in the admin window. So once the customer logs in the regular orders, now the admin can view that the employee or the delivery boy has been assigned and the name of the delivery boy is available to view here, and the order status is still packed, which means the delivery boy has not yet received the order. Once the admin updates item delivered, the order status will be changed to delivered, and in the report under daily food order report, the admin can view the daily food order reports, and in the standard food order reports, the various food orders made by the different customers can be viewed by the admin here. In the daily food order, the daily food orders ordered by different customers can be viewed by the admin here, and we can view the order what we made recently here. In the customer report, the various customers who have been registered to the portal can be viewed, and they can be edited as well as deleted by the admin. Now in the regular orders, the order status can be viewed, and we can view that the order status is delivered for the customer. So now let us log out from the customer. So here the customer can view the order details. So let us log out from the customer and let us view the login report, that is the various customers who have been logged in to the portal can be viewed by the admin here. So now let us log out from the admin. So this is about the project online food order. So thank you for watching the video. For further queries, kindly visit our webpage. Thank you.